Hello, family. Dr. Tyus here, Pastor John, whichever you would prefer to call me. Uh, just wanted to come on here very briefly and talk to you about the crypto market, talk to you about finances, talk to you about these types of things that we all are starting to get into. A little bit about me, but first of all, before we get started, love for you all to join this channel, whether it's via TikTok, whether it's via Instagram, whether it's via YouTube, Dr. John Tyus on Instagram, and Dr. John Tyus on YouTube, Dr. J Tyus on TikTok. But I am a pastor. I am very much so focused on my relationship with God and pastoring the people that God have placed under me to make sure I lead right here in Columbus, Ohio. I have gotten into finances pretty heavily over the last several years, and I've always been into entrepreneurship, running a couple of businesses. Got my real estate license back in 2010. Have bought and sold homes for people, owned some rental properties myself. I'm also an author. I have 3 published books out. I have a nonprofit organization where currently we are have contracts with the state of Ohio for going in and out of prisons and training fathers and doing some training and development there as well. Also serve as the director of youth workforce and leadership development at the Columbus Urban League, and also a pastor. I do some work as well as adjunct work at Mid-American Christian University. So I hold a lot of work and a lot of jobs. I want to talk to you very, very briefly about where you putting your money, right? I believe we are at the beginning of the greatest wealth transfer that we will see in our lifetime. I'm a millennial, and I don't think we're going to see this level of transfer ever again. I think it's very, very important that we are paying attention to what's going on right underneath our noses. If you look at the legislation that's being passed, the laws that are being passed by the government that we currently have and the people that are in power, they are slipping crypto and new financial systems and new financial rails right underneath our noses, but right in our faces. I think it's very, very important that we pay attention to the shift that is going on. And that means not only pay attention to the shift, but invest in the shift. I believe that this transfer that's going on is going to revolutionize how we exchange money. People are not, in my opinion, again, this is no financial advice, this is all my opinion. I believe they are going to stop exchanging money, meaning fiat, paper dollars. That is going to be gone in the coming years, in my opinion, and is going to move to a digital space. Everything is moving to digital. As you see over the last 2 to 3 years, how much AI have exploded. I believe a part of that is also cryptocurrency. Money is going to be changed as to how we exchange one to another. Not only people, but business to business, bank to bank, country to country. Right now, currently, the banking system is under something called the SWIFT system. And that is a very old, I believe it was in the 1970s that it was created. And that is the way that banks now exchange money. There is a new law that is being changed right now in the month of November, and there is a new messaging system that all of these new cryptocurrencies will have to abide by because the SWIFT system is becoming antiquated, out of date of how they exchange money. So now they shift money, or let's say America wants to shift money to another country. It can take days in order for things to clear. It can take, and it's very expensive. So now we're approaching a time where they're going to do it instantaneously and at a very much so cheaper price. So it's very important that you pay attention to that, not only pay attention to the shift, but invest in the shift. I think God's people are paying attention for a reason. I've never seen this many amount of people all over the country, all over the world, in Africa, in Italy, in France, in all of these different lands paying attention to the shift that's going on financially. I think God is preparing his people to get off of the system, to invest in this type of new system so they can remove themselves from the system and fund the kingdom. I want you to pay attention to that. One of those things, and many people that are followers, they understand that I had a prophetic dream on XRP. That is the new financial rails, in my opinion, of the new financial system. And you can now buy XRP. It's extremely low at $2.17. I was investing in the XRP actually back in the day and had to sell some of my XRP, but got back in when it was above $1.30. But I want you to be able to invest and just save and keep it, right? Invest and hold, not save, invest and hold. Because a lot of the wealthy people, they don't save their money like they want you to believe they do. They invest their money. So they want their money to grow. They want their money to work for them. If you put your money and it's hoarded, it loses value. The dollar has lost, I believe, 30% of its value just in this year, 2025 alone. So that means what you were paying for a bottle of water, let's say a core water, you paying $2 or something. Now that used to be maybe $1.70 a couple of years ago, because things are more expensive. So your dollar is constantly losing value. You want to place it in things that will increase in value, such as XRP, cryptocurrency, different types of cryptos, real estate that will grow in value. And you want to start off small. Crypto gives the average person the opportunity to invest little by little. And if you're working your job, make sure you are working a job that will fund your vision until your vision funds your life. I'm going to say that again. Work a job that will fund your vision until your vision funds your life. Where are you going? Don't just use a job to pay your bills. Get a side hustle. Do something that will fund your future. Think down the line so it can begin to work for you. If you don't, in the next 5 years, and I'm telling you now, and this is my advice, everything is about to change. In the next, I'm talking about 2030. You're going to either be a part of the system or the system is going to be running you completely. AI is advancing too quickly. Crypto's advancing too quickly. The Genius Act that President Trump just passed months ago, the new Clarity Act that they are going to have on his table and he's supposed to pass before the end of this year. We have one more month in this year. That's going to bring clarity to the rules and regulations when in terms of crypto. So you want to get into it before the major institutions are into it. And a lot of them are already buying it now. Why is MicroStrategy, all of these other companies buying so much Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP? It's because they know something that we don't. And so if you want to be a part of it, even if it's a piece of the pie, you want to follow what the money is doing. And the money is buying all of these cryptos. Why would they be a part of the 1% and waste their money? No, they're buying something because they know something that we don't. So even if you have $5, if you have $500, if you have $70, if you have $2, every check, drop something for your future. Your children, your grandchildren, your community, the church community will thank you for it later. Because me, I'm investing, not just for my family. I have a church to pastor. I have people that will be in need, and I want to make sure I assist and help them. I have communities that I am a leader in my community. People will need assistance, and I don't want to be on the opposite end asking for help. I want to be the help. You can be the help as well, okay? So a little bit of advice about investing your money. Again, I can't tell you what to do. It's up to you what you choose to do. This is no financial advice, just my opinion as to what I'm doing. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. God bless. And I would love to hear what you think about this video and your thoughts about investing crypto. Let's talk. See you soon.